Hey guys, my name is Mahul and welcome back to another video on Python. Today we're going to be talking about object-oriented programming, and basically we're only be covering the basics of class and objects in this video, but it's still going to be really important. So let's hop right into it. So what I want you all to know first is that a class is basically a blueprint for a variable, and an object is basically an instance of a class, it meaning it holds all it can it's basically thinking of it as a tree. The class would be the root and would be the trunk, and the object would be one of the many roots that branches out from a tree. And in a class has multiple traits. Like over here, I have a class called number. And well, one of the, I've defined two traits in the class, one of them being prime, another being perfect. These tell me whether not a number is. This tells me whether a number is prime. This tells me whether a number is a perfect number. And of course, I could add more traits like checking whether a number is odd, whether a number is even, whether it's an Armstrong number or a strong number, etc. And over here, I've defined check, a variable called check, as an object under the class called number, meaning it's an instance of the class called number. And here I've called the function called prime, which is the characteristic in the class called number. And just to restate, to like solidify how important this is, classes have multiple characteristics. For example, if I had a class called pitcher, then I could make of then I could make then I could make a trait called pouring self and then print pouring water. And so forth. Again, this is just the basics. There's so much more you could do with this, with the class and objects, but again, it's important to have a solid foundation before you do anything more complex. So yeah, that's the point of this video. And one last thing. This the self, this thing over here, it basically makes it so that whenever I have a new object, and the object has a new instance of this trait. For example, if I make another object under the class called number, for example, check2 is equal to number. The check one's Then I would make it so that check1 and just check have different instances of the trait called prime. And as you can see here, I can pass values to the trait called prime, just like I could with a normal function. And yeah. So one more thing. Over here is the output. I'm just gonna run it. So let's put in 5, and voila, it says it's a prime number, which is true. And well, that's all for this video because it's only about the basics. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I would really appreciate if you could please like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. And I'll catch you on my next video. See y'all next time.